feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hello and welcome to the video wrap-up show for the Shrimp Tank podcast in Seattle. I'm Dan Whedon, and I'm joined by my co-host today, Phil Simchich. We just got done with a fascinating and fun conversation with Caroline Smith, who is the CEO of Dataworks Consulting. You won't want to miss the entire podcast. You need to listen to the whole thing, and you do that by subscribing wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find all our episodes on our website at shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle.
All right, Caroline. So we talked about how small and mid-market companies can use their technology to access their information, get better data, and really make better decisions. What do you recommend that they do in terms of technology to take all these disparate pieces of Excel here and CRM there and yellow sticky notes all over the place? How can they get control of their information?
Yeah, I would say taking a look at some of the Microsoft products like Office 365, that can help at least get the communication down. Also taking a look at line of business software that's out there for your industry. That can help kind of take some of these silos that we have all over the place and really get them into one single system where that you can manage your company from a single pane of glass.
You know, Caroline, I know a lot of small business owners out there, limited funds, especially coming off of the pandemic and worried about expenses and all of that. I've got to believe that many of them, and including many who are smart enough to hire you, make mistakes or in some form or fashion around technology. What are you finding to be the most common mistakes, either things they're doing or not doing with the small business owner?
I think the biggest mistake that small business owners have is that they're too small. That, you know, the ransomware, the hackers, they're not looking at them. And I think the big piece of it that small business owners need to know is that 1 in 5 businesses are going to get hit with some sort of cyber breach this year. And they're not immune to it anymore. It's not so much trying to find the big companies with the deep pockets. They're looking at, attacking a lot of smaller companies with smaller pockets and can get, a few $1,000s here and there. And we're easier to breach because sometimes we don't have all the tools in place to make sure that we keep our houses safe.
Caroline, thanks so much for being a guest here on the Seattle Shrimp Tank. For our listeners that want to get in touch with you and learn more about your company and your very important services these days, how can they get more information?
They can take a look at my website at dataworksconsulting.com, or they can even drop me an email at caroline@dataworksconsulting.com as well.
Everyone, make sure you check out all the replays on shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle and wherever you get your podcasts, such as iHeart, Apple, Google, or Spotify. Please follow us on our social media pages on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Well, many thanks to Caroline Smith from Dataworks for joining us. Thank you very much, Caroline. Phil, thanks for hopping in over north of the border to join us today as my co-host. Please, everyone, we're on every Wednesday at noon Pacific time, live streaming on our Facebook page. Our next guest is going to be Doug Peterson of Getting Your Priorities Straight. So please like us on Facebook, jump on every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Come see us next week. James Alberson will be joining us. So until we see you again, be healthy, be prosperous, and have fun, because for right now, the shrimp is back in the tank. So long.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.